Hola, somos The Rasmus! Greetings to all the Grita people.
If you had the chance to give advice to yourself from 10 years ago that can have an impact in your life today, what will you say?
I think because right now, we feel very good within the band. Like the band is in a good balance, and we had some difficult times. Pauli leaving the band a year and a half ago, and then of course Corona, which we couldn't expect, and I had some personal things that I had to deal with. Um, so it's been difficult times, but I think about 10 years ago, I don't know what I would say to myself, but I would think that I went a little bit too serious some way. Maybe I wasn't fully enjoying every moment I had a chance to do, and I would maybe tell myself that, like I should really keep my eyes open to all the chances and be grateful for things we have and grab the moments.
This one is for the Grita magazine. So I told to Mara that everybody here used to buy this magazine and saw all the posters and running to buy it. So I was wondering if maybe one day you may like a friendship with that kind of bands that appears in the magazine.
Well, at least the music scene in Finland is really strong, and I've seen some other bands coming from Finland on that magazine, like Him or Nightwish, maybe Apocalyptica, and recently I've seen some articles of Blind Channel. So, of course, Finland is such a small country. We know each other quite well, and at least we are friends with those bands.
Where do you see yourself in 15 years? Do you plan to play music then?
After 15 years, I'm still going to be younger than you. So. Well, of course, I think all of us are like people who chose music as a lifestyle. So obviously, music is something that doesn't disappear, even though band members may change or bands may change. But I think music is something that you do forever. Like if you have it in your heart and mind, you can't get rid of it. So yeah.
Especially now when the COVID happened, I've been looking at our career like back, and also we wrote the book, which is only in Finnish now, but hopefully in Spanish as well one day. After 50 years, would be great to have this same kind of not COVID, but same kind of break to watch like what we've done in the past 15 years, and that makes life interesting. What's happening the next, and like what happened, and sometimes like even for us, like when we came for the first time to Mexico, we were so busy that I don't even have a clear picture what happened like 2003 and 2004. It's tequila had nothing to do with that, but maybe had some. But you know what I mean. Like life is really interesting, and let's see what's gonna happen. And I think the plan is to release more music, like in the near future, and until the end of the band.
What do you see when you look in the mirror and I don't talk about your face or something like that? More inside.
In the mirror, I see a guy who is identifies with music a lot, being a father, but also really enjoying the world, and also a good friend for these people here.
If we all stood in front of the mirror, four of us, I would say you see people who have made special choices in their lives, not always the easiest ones or the most obvious ones, just like people who chose to live the dream and tried to reach for it and made sacrifices in other areas of life to get somewhere with music.
What is the most painful lesson you have learned?
You know, we have this thing like on the tour bus, like if somebody's been a bad boy, we have this. We spank each other, and it's really painful. And yeah, but you never learn. You never learn.
Why are you watching me?
Yeah, you love it. But at some point, the pain turns into pleasure, and I think that's what he's trying to say now.
Tell me about the happiest day of your life.
I can't say that this was the most happiest day, but I know all four of us were super happy the day we had this road trip in Italy, and the four of us rented a car and just drove around Italy, like beautiful views, and talked about things and enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, it was just before Eurovision, the song contest, and after Empu joined the band, we worked like hell till this point, and we had only one day off in Italy, and Eero was driving us safe to the coast, and it was really relaxed day, and we had a mission, but that day we didn't like talk about it. We just relaxed and had some fun.
When you put things in perspective, you understand that it's the small things that make you happy sometimes, and it can be really like things that feel very not so important. But I keep reminding myself that, and I keep saying it out loud, that I'm happy. Like, like I said yesterday and the day before to you, like few times. So I just felt so happy. And I don't always feel happy. That's why I also want to say it, just to mention myself, like, enjoy this happy second. It can change
Easily. And like on this trip to Mexico, me and Lauri are always in the restaurant sitting next to each other, and we are so happy with the tacos and the food. We are just smiling, and how can this be so good? Those moments are really like important for us.
I gotta tell you, like, we might feel very insecure or like confident. We might seem confident, but also we have these insecurities like before we came here, because there was such a long break. You and me especially, Aki, we were thinking like, what's going on in Mexico? No news, nothing. Oh, do they still remember us? Honestly, we were like, why don't we get any gigs? Nothing's happening. What's going on? Like, can they just forget us? Well, that's what made me so happy when we came back here, because I realized that it's not gone anywhere. And I think this is like it was a great happy moment. It's right here. Sounds cheesy, but that's the fact.